How should we start this video off? I know, stay out of the water. The water's a death trap, man. The water's a death trap. We're gonna get into another video, what happened to him on the beach, shocked the world. This video, look at that, it says Fort Myers, Florida at the top. I automatically think what? Alligators. You see this dude in the hospital? I'm thinking he might have survived the alligator encounter. I don't know, but it's something to do with something that happened to him around some water. It's a death trap, bro. Let's go.
I didn't lose my life, lost an arm. It's not the end of the world.
12-foot-long alligator weighs about 500 pounds. A Florida man went swimming where he shouldn't and nearly paid with his life.
A bunch of people huddled around. We didn't even know what they were huddled around. So we walked over to see what it was, and we saw this dead animal.
Hall says when she reached her turnaround point, she came up near the dunes to avoid a seal close to the water. And that's when she came face to face with the unknown.
Close calls with the most feared animals, battles between apex predators, and even the most breathtaking encounters. You can expect anything when visiting the beach and oceans. Here are some chilling encounters on the beach that shock the whole world. Gator Beach.
Easy.
The large reptile spotted in Hillsborough Beach earlier today.
This is at the beach. Think about this. Envision this. When you go to the beach, you have your kids. Half of y'all don't even get in the water. You just let your kids get in the water and you be sitting on the beach suntanning. And look what could be lurking nearby.
Leaving beachgoers shocked.
While many visitors at Hillsborough Beach were hoping to see relaxing waves and some dolphins, they got the surprise of a massive alligator swimming in the waves like it owned the place. Luckily, the quick-thinking people called the authorities in time, and the wildlife experts arrived at the scene to get the gator back to the swamps. This was a new thing even for the locals. But remember, over 1.25 million alligators live in Florida, so they maneuver almost everywhere that's possible.
Wildlife experts say this one probably got lost down a canal and didn't mean to end up here.
Buffet on beach. Now, that looks like a great hunting opportunity for everyone. A group of fishermen were visiting the Cape Lookout National Seashore. They saw schools of blue fish coming toward shore. Over 100 sharks had swarmed the beach to avail the perfect conditions, while seagulls and pelicans swooped down to join the feast. Some sharks even beached themselves during this wild pursuit. The viewers were skeptical about their safety on the beach, but this sight is just a reminder that the area has a healthy ecosystem, and these sharks are most probably not interested in the people. Look at that! Angry crocs.
God, Pete, your pedals close to that one.
Boating in the murky waters of Florida, this man isn't happy with his life. The photographer was too excited to see some crocodiles moving past him and got a bit too close for comfort to get the perfect shots. So the canine decided to teach him some manners. Luckily, they were not in the mood to make a meal out of them. Otherwise,
I get it. If you want to go watch crocodiles or sightsee or go view them up close, dangerously close, why not have a bigger boat that's up higher out of the water, bro? Why have this one that's so close that if they want to climb in, they can climb in and smell what type of cologne you got on? Why do you want to be that close to them?
as the authorities from the park described that they would eat anything that came their way. Angry sea lions.
Two big male sea lions started clearing people out at the very busy La Jolla Cove.
The calming day at La Jolla Cove, California turned into a run for life for the tourists when two sea lions came rushing from the water right towards the people. These animals could be seen chasing everyone around and wreaking havoc, as they did not want any overcrowding in their habitat. Authorities, on the other hand, explained a different angle when they suggested that it was breeding season for sea lions.
It's mating season, it just started, so those sea lions were actually just chasing each other, not the people on the beach necessarily.
And they were actually chasing each other to assert dominance. Whatever the case was, everyone safely made their way out and were advised not to overcrowd the beaches of California during sea lions mating seasons. Apex battle. saltwater crocodiles and sharks interacting with each other. You can only see that in Australia. A group of tourists were exploring the ocean at night when they came across the unique sight. Although it seems like any normal encounter, I must say this caiman is brave to be surrounded by that many sharks and even gets charged at by one of them.
Oh, 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 oh!
Yeah, moving away from the scene was the right thing to do here. There's no way it stood a chance with these predators. Curious orcas.
Get out of the water!
Visiting a beach in New Zealand became the most thrilling memory for this group of friends when an orca decided to get up close and personal with them. Killer whales are one of the top predators of the ocean, and also the most curious species out there. So if this was getting so close to these people, I'm pretty sure it just wanted to check out who they were.
Oh, that was bloody scary.
On another occasion, a pod of orcas gave a mini heart attack to swimmers off the coast of the BC coast. The men in the water tried to maintain their cool, but the women filming the whole ordeal were definitely losing their minds.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Seal mob.
There's a shark further away from the coast.
Diving with a bunch of seals took an unexpected turn for this man when they started acting up most bizarrely. The seals were moving around aggressively, as if giving some sort of a warning to the man in the water. And as it turned out that a shark was present in the area, moving towards the diver. As the predator got closer, these seals were getting even more restless and got closer in the form of a herd. As the shark charged in, they built a strong front and chased it away, ensuring that the diver was safe in the area. I must say, these seals were more responsible than the crew members of the man.
Did you guys see the shark?
What shark?
It came right above you. It was right there.
What?
Alligator on beach.
Imagine going to the beach and seeing this.
Looks like we're not the only ones that head to the beach for a nice day. Even alligators in Alabama are using this getaway. I'm pretty sure it's kind of weird to see a crocodile abandon the fresh water where it usually lives and opt for the ocean. But according to officials, it's getting normal for these caimans to make their way to the beaches with—
You hear that? It's getting normal. This video right here should save somebody's life. If you're seeing this, think about this, man. Choose a pool. Choose a pool, bro. I get it. Beach experiences, I loved them too back in the day when I used to go, you know? But it might be coming a time to where we're no longer able to do that anymore because of this. They're migrating in for some strange reason. I don't know why. But what started off to be one time, we saw it one time and we never really saw it again. Now these videos are popping up frequently, too frequently to have our kids and ourselves out at the beach trying to have some fun. No, thank you.
Changes in rain cycles. But beachgoers didn't have to worry a lot. The gator came there during its mating season, so it was most probably there escaping from other dominant gators of the swamp.
Bye.
Clingy octopus. This diver was swimming off Torre del Greco in Naples when he encountered the most clingy octopus out there. Although these arthropods are generally solitary and elusive creatures and avoid any contact with humans, this one seemed to like the diver. The man was struggling to get it off his back, and I'm pretty sure there's no way he could do it unless the octopus wanted to leave itself. But don't worry, they stick to humans when they either feel threatened or just because of mistaken identity. So, if you stay away from these arthropods, everything would be good. Too close. Murky waters and a giant crocodile swaying on the surface. Any normal person would run for their lives. But this particular man was so fascinated that he stayed in the spot for a longer look and even captured the whole scene. But at what cost?
It's coming around, it's coming around, it's coming this way.
Crocodile sensed intruders and even charged at his kayak. Here, the video ended abruptly. But I do hope that this man came back safe. Beach fight. This video will definitely make you rethink taking a trip to the beach. A group of people at Orange Beach, Alabama, witnessed the ocean's predator in action. They were all frozen in horror when a massive hammerhead shark made its way to the shore while hunting a poor stingray.
Oh, he's going?
Y'all better get off the shore.
Oh my God!
That's what I'm saying.
This predator seemed hell-bent on going back with a meal, and there was no one stopping it. While it was an exciting moment, the idea of staying that close to a terrifying pursuit has to be a creepy sight. Just imagine if the hammerhead changed its mind and wanted humans for lunch. Crocodile invasion. These friends had taken their boat out for a fun day when a crocodile decided to sabotage the perfect time by hopping on the vessel. But as you can see, these men were not having it. One of them got ready for a fist fight while the other grabbed the predator by its tail and dropped him back in the murky waters. Now that's something no normal person would be able to do. Crocodile's end.
Again, boat too close to the water. Get a bigger boat, please, people.
Man, that's huge, isn't it?
Exploring a beach in Papua New Guinea took an unexpected turn for a mother and her son when they found this giant crocodile carcass rotting away in the sand. According to the woman, the crocodile was 5 meters long and infested with maggots. Contrary to how people would normally react, this duo was super excited to find this amazing specimen, and the kid even pulled out one of its teeth as a souvenir.
Oh, you got a good one.
Honestly, if I was there, I never would have even gotten close to the thing. Papua New Guinea is home to a whole population of saltwater crocodiles. So, if you're planning on visiting its beaches, be ready to encounter these caimans in the area. Spearfishing with sharks. If you're planning on going spearfishing, remember you won't be the only one there. This fisherman was catching some fish off the coast of Queensland when a shark came rushing to get the fish back and almost took his hand with it. The man was lucky enough to still have his limbs with him. The video ended abruptly, showing the shark still in frame. So let's hope he got back to that boat in one piece. Hitchhiking alligator. Tourists in Florida were a bit too excited to see a massive alligator resting in the sun and minding its own business. So they decided to get a closer look at the predator, and it was not a very good idea, as that prompted the alligator to do this. Now, these people were lucky that it chose flight instead of fight. Otherwise, the gator was perfectly capable of taking revenge for being disturbed.
At your feet.
Oh God! God, no! Another caiman decided to scare some tourists in a similar way when it tried to get in the boat. The guide's timely action sent it back into the water, and these people were safe. But they will forever remember the adrenaline rush from this encounter.
No. And they laughing. I'm sitting here mad. So I'd have been fuming on that boat, bro. Take me back to land now. I ain't like it when you pulled over there close to the gator and it ran across. What if he didn't want to run across and turned and came at us? Then the other one trying to climb on the boat. Man, no, take me back, bro. I'd have been mad.
Orcas. Ever wondered what happens behind the cameras of those interesting animal shows? Well, here's a glimpse of it. These cameramen were recording for the 3rd episode of Frozen Planet, and the orcas they were filming suddenly gained interest in their inflatable. The odds of encountering one of the top predators in an inflatable don't seem in favor of these men. That has to be the creepiest sight these men had ever seen. This pod had just finished up their hunt with a seal and were curious enough to try to get the men in the water with them. Leopard seal close-up. Diving can be one of the most challenging experiences for many, and one such incident was witnessed by a woman exploring the oceans of Antarctica when a leopard seal got a bit too close for comfort.
I've got the camera in front of me, and she is right there, comes directly up to the camera.
It was a 13-foot female checking out the diver, and curiously examining the camera lens placed right in front of it. The leopard seal even showed off its sharp teeth and swirled all over the place. It was not aggressive, aggressive and just wanted to explore who had ventured into the territory. Yet it was still a bit haunting to be that close to a giant mammal capable of doing anything.
It was like she was playing. She was certainly not aggressive, but very, very curious.
Piranha catching. We all know how piranhas have the most demon-like teeth and their urge for meat. Even though we see it as a scary reason to stay out of the water, some fishermen have started using it for their good. They dangle a piece of meat in the water and wait for these tiny demons to latch onto it. Just look how they're falling in the boat. There's no way anyone would want to step into waters inhabited by them. Wrong catch. A fishing adventure in the waters of the Florida Keys took a creepy turn when a fisherman felt an abnormally strong pull on his fishing line.
Feels like it's still on there. Yeah, that was probably another grouper, whatever it is.
At first, he thought he was on to a massive grouper or maybe some tarpon. But in just a few minutes, this behemoth shark came to the surface, whipping its tail.
Got him out. Oh my gosh! Holy sh! Oh my God! What? We gotta break this off. Oh my God!
The man made the wish to let go of the shark because there was no way it could fit in that kayak. Helpless stingray. If you ever go to the beach, be ready to experience the dark side of nature. A beachgoer first handily witnessed black-tipped sharks hunting a loner stingray. The poor prey didn't seem to notice the looming danger and was caught off guard by the predators who enjoyed a nice meal together.
Why don't the stingray use his stinger? That's what I was sitting there looking for, to see if he would try to just jab one of them to try to get him off of him. He didn't.
Although the man was out of the water, it was still quite a thrilling experience to see nature in action. And filming it that close has to be a daring task. Curious kangaroo. Kangaroos? At the beach? Well, this is a normal thing in Australia. The marsupial was seen hopping on the beach by every person, and it got so carried away that it got stuck in the water. Here, it looked around like it was hoping for someone to help it, and within no time, authorities were called to get the animal to safety. The men rushed into the water and got the kangaroo to a safe place where it got the much-needed help. Hopefully, it won't be wandering about again. Great white. Kayaking in the open ocean sounds like a good idea until a shark decides to show you who's the boss. This fisherman took his paddle kayak out in Port Augusta when he was met by a rather curious shark.
I'm going to the box.
If you thought taking a kayak out requires nerves of steel, people are encountering a shark in an inflatable boat. The predator was even smart enough to know that it just had to puncture some holes in the vessel to get them for lunch, and it did just that.
That's what I was about to say. The shark was like, "Oh, you think I can't get to you? Let me show you. All I gotta do is bite this, and now you come right to me. I just gotta wait."
They were lucky enough to walk out of this one alive. Stingray swarm. Stingrays might look cute and all, but it's really necessary to watch out for their stings. Some beachgoers at Madeira Beach, Florida were enjoying their time at the sea when a whole fever of stingrays started moving between them like they also wanted in on the fun. They move in groups when they are either searching for food, migrating, or mating. Luckily, the stingrays were more interested in moving away than in the people, or this could have turned into a stingy beach memory. Leopard seal. Walking on the beach at night already sounds creepy, and then imagine you come across a giant leopard seal vocalizing at you. This man found one resting in more of a human area, and it looked like a prehistoric dinosaur had come to life. But that's not it. Wait till you hear it.
Jordan touching a sea lion, take one.
A crocodile has made a surprise appearance on a Bali beach.
That's straight out of a horror movie. This guy also came across one chilling in the sand, and unlike any sane person, he decided to touch it.
Well, I have officially
I must say, he's lucky to walk out of there alive. Jet ski bite. This man was jet skiing around North Stradbroke Island and saw a massive tiger shark in the water, and for whatever reason thought it would be fun to tease the apex predator. While he was moving his jet ski around it for several minutes, the shark ignored him, thinking he was a brainless human. But once it lost its cool, the predator decided to teach him a lesson and bluff charged on the vessel. He was lucky enough to walk away with his foot still intact, but learned the lesson of never messing with a shark again. The Great Battle. Scientists were studying animal behaviors at the southern Cape of South Africa when their drone captured the most thrilling footage. A pod of 5 orcas were engaged in an active hunt for the great white sharks. Killer whales are one of the most intelligent and biggest predators of the ocean, and they can even take on great white sharks with ease. They always hunt in groups.
That's why you gotta put a strong emphasis on intelligent. They're very intelligent.
To encircle their prey and take turns making the right move. So if you used to think that great white sharks are the most feared predators, just know that the orcas have taken the lead here. Jellyfish buffet. Sea snails look all slow and lazy to us, but wait till you see them rushing for food. A woman was enjoying her time at Hersham Beach when she came across a giant jellyfish washed ashore, and it was not alone. A whole rout of sea snails had gathered around for a fun party.
Sea snails are eating the jellyfish. Look at that. Really bizarre.
Honestly, I had no idea these tiny critters could move that fast or eat jellyfish. Well, this is the circle of life. The once ever feared jelly ultimately became someone's meal. Fish heist. These anglers have got their bait on the same fish that a seal had picked for itself, and there was no way it was going to let it go easily. As the group reeled the fish out, it chased it to the shore and almost got its hands on the food. But the anglers were too quick for this poor seal, leaving it with just anger and regret.
He's so mad.
Oh man, I feel bad.
So it had to go back into the waters empty-handed.
See, this is why they be angry with us. They feel like we stealing their food, so they remember that. These jokers are intelligent. They remember, got great memories.
Dolphin pod. Visitors at Cape May, New Jersey had once-in-a-lifetime experience when a pod of dolphins decided to swim just 5 feet away from them in the water.
Normally you see them like 100 yards out, but like they were like 5 feet away from me when I was in the water.
It was like a scene straight out of a sci-fi movie for the people, only this time they were actually super close to these friendly mammals. Encounters like these are super rare, as mostly the dolphins are seen a couple of meters away in the ocean. Sunbathing walrus. If you ever get a boat, make sure its insurance covers damage from walruses, because Freya is out for every vessel she can get for sunbathing. People in Denmark, Scotland, and then Norway had some massive dents in their pockets when this 1,100-pound mammal decided to use their boats for sunbathing, and no one could do anything to stop it. Boxing on beach.
If he sinks that, does insurance cover that? Somebody let me know that, please.
Let's lighten the mood a little. Here's a harmless brawl captured at the Cape Hillsborough Beach, Australia. A marine biologist was filming the calm scene of sunrise and crashing waves when her camera captured 2 adult kangaroos trying to assert dominance over each other. You might be thinking that these animals are found in the open plains of the country, but they are known to feed on seaweed and sunbathe at different beaches in Australia. If you ever see them engaged in a similar brawl like this one, make sure you maintain a safe distance from them. Leap of shark.
Well, just move the rod. Whoa!
The ocean can pack quite a punch, and a diver learned it the hard way when he came face to face with a Portuguese man-o'-war during his spring break dive. These critters look like jellyfish, but they are something far more menacing than that. They are siphonophores and float around with their stinging tentacles that are a lot more painful than you.
Well, just move the rod. Whoa!
shark chase.
Oh, baby shark!
We've all seen sea lions mercilessly get hunted by sharks. So this one time, a sea lion decided to take some of its anger out by chasing a baby shark to the shore. Some visitors at the beach at the Galapagos Islands were lucky enough to witness and record the whole scene when the poor juvenile ran out of the water to save its life, and then ran right back towards the sea lion. It was like the shark had accepted its fate.
Whoa! He's fast!
Up close with sea lions. A group of divers were exploring the Gulf of California to study sea lions in the area, and were greeted by a group of playful juveniles who curiously explored the people in their territory. They swam up to the divers and were even seen nibbling on their gear and checking them out properly. One of them even got interested in the gear and hopped on a diver's back as if trying to get a better view of the whole ordeal. Although sea lions are wild animals, interactions like these show that they possess a curious and smart nature.
Nah, little buddy, gotta go.
Heartfelt rescue. Visitors at a beach in Brazil experienced the most unexpected sight when a whole pod of 30 dolphins beached themselves and were having a tough time getting back in the ocean. Even then, all hope was not lost as the kind-hearted people jumped in for a heroic rescue and started getting the animals back in the water. They had no proper equipment or tools to perform the rescue, yet they still managed to save most of them. Their collective efforts showed that any situation can be fixed if we work collectively. Curious dolphin. A calm day at Monkey Maya, Australia took an unexpected turn for a family when they came face to face with a curious Indo-Pacific dolphin that stopped to take a look at the girl standing in shallow waters. The pod of 3 dolphins visited the beach quite often, but it was only this time that their overwhelming bond with a human was recorded on camera. This shows just how sensitive and intelligent dolphins can be.
Sunny.
Taken over. That many sea lions in one place? There's no way any space is left for us humans to enjoy the sun. This is an interesting sight that was captured at the La Jolla Beach Cove, San Diego, when these mammals swarmed the area and they were not gonna leave at any cost. And there's quite some party going on here. Sea lions are social animals, and they gather around for the breeding season on sandy beaches. They form large breeding colonies on islands off the coast of California and Mexico, where males establish territories and gather harems of females. Close up with whales. This is the calm before an epic encounter with giant whales. The kayaker was moving through the waters and did not expect to get such a close greeting with a whole group of whales.
And just that clip still don't justify how big they are.
Look how he's cheering. If I had been there, I would have been terrified. It's time for today's open discussion. At first, if you look at this, it might look like this massive alligator was chasing a poor person, but wait till you get a better look. In reality, it was just a guy, brave enough to mess around with this apex predator using his fishing rod and some object attached to its end. Even if he was completely out of the reach of this alligator, it's still creepy to think that an animal of this size was roaming the river waiting to pounce at any given moment. Thank you very much.